What's your teller is back with the upside with Kevin Hart. I mean, we haven't talked about him in a while, so there's that. But let's talk about this film. Anyways, and then what's the next movie it will be? But yeah, tomorrow will be episode 81 of Showdown. I think so. Yeah, and 81. Yeah, 81. And yeah, the release date here in the United States was January 11th, 2019, and so there's that. Um, let's talk about this. Speeding through New York City in a Farrell Del Scott and cooperating Phil Lyman are pulled over by the NYPD deal for the popo that he is rushing Phillips to the emergency room. Phillips granted plays along, and the two are escorted to the hospital. In quotation marks, but that's like planning for that. Anyway, 6 months earlier, Dale met with a personal officer and needs signature to prove he is seeking for a job or he will held in fendering of his payroll his entire ability in seeking a job in the Pendragon home of Phil, a wearing qualified who has lost the will to live. Phillips, when he agreed upon being his interview, considering for his personal of his life, entering Catherine Deal Backgrin in the demolishing and demonstrates a signature for his foreign officer. Phillips offer him the job, thinking the incorrect nature will rescue in his death over governing objective, but Dale information Dale visit his ex-wife, Larry and son, Aaron, at their gambling address, but Nearing is willing to accept Dale back into their lives. He gives Amory a book he stole from Phillips' library. Dale then accepts Phillips' offer, severing that he must show he can handle his restaurant in 3 strikes. Yeah, 3 strikes. Will get him immediately fired. Dale have no training is Emmanuel Dale desperate gills from Phillips' physical temperament midget and quickly earns 2 strikes. Dale leaves to give his first paycheck letter and ask for the stolen book back, but she refused upon his return. Yovaning gives him a 3rd strike for his unaccepted mentoring, but Phil covers for him. When Phillips explained his situation do not rescuing order, Dale realizes he has lost the will to live, but when he finds Phillips struggling to breathe, refuses to allow him to die. Dale takes Phillips out into the city, where they join a easily Phillips Northern pain, Dell and Phillips begin to bond, and Phillips tells that he was prioring in a criminal accident and reveals the pain of losing his wife. Dale addressed to Carrie for Phillips, even modifying his wheelchair, and includes to Oberyn modify art. He created his own painting, which Phillips display in the Fenton Dell to that Yava brings his feelings for Phillips, but she informs him that Phillips is in an exploration relationship with a woman named Lily. They have never met or even spoke, considering only through letters. Well, Dell explains Phillips leaving a voicemail. Phillips joined Dell as he takes his authority out of the day and everything going well until Dell asks Anthony for the book back, despite in his father and Anthony returns the book and leaves. Dell and Phillips return home to a surprise birthday party. Anthony has ordering Phil's neighbors against his wishes. He agreed with Dell, who them smashing various items around the room at the building as a means of considering Dale and Phillips share another joint, and then sauntering at the party, considering a neighboring Phillips' dislike approaches him about Dale's criminal record, but Phillips ignores him. Lily calls Phillips and they agree to have dinner. At the restaurant, Phillips reveals Catherine brought Dell's painting for $50,000. Oh God. Which gives him to start his own business. When Lily arrives, she allows Dell to leave, having refused Phillips' confidence and in advance, but Grandrin becomes angry and overwhelmed, hurts Phillips. Upper ends the date and returns home while he lashes out and fires Dill. Time passes, Dill buys Ledger and Anthony a new home and starts a business building modifying wheelchairs. Maggie asks Dill to help Phillips, who has sunken into depression and driven Yana away. Dale takes Phillips for a drive, leading up to the encounter with the Popo. For the beginning of the film, they flee the hospital and repair their friendship. Dale surprises Phillips with a pendulum trip and is surprised himself when he is forced to join Dale. Then brings Phillips to meet Yamanon, leaving the two of them to reunite, and returns home to Leslie and Anthony. Yeah, that was how it ends. I mean, Kevin Hart was funny in this, but yeah. So overall, I give it a B. A B. Yeah. Now, next one. Yes, John Cena does play a bull in this. Ferdinand. Ferdinand. Yeah, that's what's the next one we're going to talk about. like I said before, tomorrow will be episode 81 of Showdown, and then Thursday, my secondary channel, subscribe to the notification bell. On that one, you will see WCW the Great American Bash, the WCW the Great American Bash 2000. Oh God, and moving on from there. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and notification bell, as well as my secondary channel, Taz Reviews. You know that. There. Bye bye.